On the basis of biological, sociological, and historical knowledge, we should recognize that the individual self is subject to death or decay, but the sum total of individual achievement, for better or worse, lives on in the immortality of the larger. In such diffuse changes of culture, two factors are necessary: contact and understanding. What is sacred among one people may be ridiculous in another, and what is despised or rejected by one cultural group may in a different environment become the cornerstone for a great edifice of strange grandeur and beauty. Life and human society are the chief concern of Confucianism and, through it, the chief concern of the Chinese people. It is only through contact and comparison that the relative value or worthlessness of the various cultural elements can be clearly and critically seen and understood. The rise of the dramas in the 13th century, and the rise of the great novels in a later period, together with their frank glorification of love and the joys of life, may be called the Third Renaissance. And revolutions always mean the breakdown of old authority. Only when we realize that there is no eternal, unchanging truth or absolute truth can we arouse in ourselves a sense of intellectual responsibility. The Jesuits had learned that a Christian mission to China could never succeed if it were not in a position to show and convince the Chinese intelligentsia of the superiority of the European culture. After learning the language and culture of the Chinese people, these Jesuits began to establish contacts with the young intellectuals of the country. The underlying sickness of human life is an unwillingness to look with open eyes at the condition of the world. Whenever you do something without asking yourself, "Why am I doing this?" that is meaningless life. The why of life makes it meaningful. Only when an answer is given is one living life as a man. The knowledge that mankind needs is not a principle which has an absolute existence, but that particular truths for here and now and for particular individuals. Absolute truth is imaginary, abstract, vague, without evidence, and cannot be demonstrated.